everybody, it's Manda, and I'm coming to you with another swatching video. This is very exciting because we have some Van Dieman's inks, and I just wanted to show you how they came packaged. I ordered these straight from Tasmania, straight from Van Dieman's, so I wanted to show you how they come packaged. This is how they were in the box. I took them out of the box, but this is Patch's favorite packaging. I actually will reuse this when I send stuff out, but also I save a piece for Patches because he likes to sit on it and play with it. And I have a piece from the last order I placed that I got that he loves sitting on it. I don't know what it is about this paper. It's like all flattened, so it's not even like the crinkly bit anymore. He just loves it. So yeah, so I'll save some of this for sending out packages at a later time. They also love playing with this paper ribbon. Yeah, so basically the Van Dieman's packaging is P squared approved. So I'm gonna unwrap all of these and show you what I got, and yeah, and we'll talk about it and do some swatching, and I'm so excited. Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah, so anyway, so before we get started with these, I just thought that I would talk about, I probably should have taken them all out of the packaging, but I'll stop and we'll do that anyway. But yeah, so I am a big fan of Van Dieman's inks. A couple months ago, I realized that I had basically every single one of their inks either in sample or bottle form, and except like 5, and so I ended up getting samples of the ones that I didn't have, except, well, maybe it was more than 5. I don't know. I had like 8 or 9 samples that inks that I hadn't tried either in samples or whatever. So I ended up ordering samples from Van Ness, but there were like 2 inks that I didn't have, 2 or 3 inks that that Van Ness was out of, and so I wanted a backup bottle of Black Tongue Spider Orchid anyway, which Van Ness was out of. So I placed an order with Van Dieman's, ordered them, and then completed the whole Van Dieman's collection. So I have swatch cards for every single Van Dieman's ink, except for these. Now, I originally was going to wait until Van Ness or Pen Chalet, somebody in the States got them, and then I'd order samples, because there was only like 1 or 2 that I was really like, oh my god, I have to have them. As pretty as the inks are, I was like, I'm trying to be good. My ink shelf is out of control. So, but I didn't want to just buy 2 inks from Tasmania, so I was like, okay, I'll just wait. Well, Belinda and Peter reached out to me and offered me an awesome discount code for me to use, but also to share with you. And so I took them up on the offer and ended up getting all of the inks. So I could swatch them and share them with you, but also there's a coupon code that if you want to use it as well, I can share it with you, and I'll share it at the end, and also it'll probably be in the description box, so you don't really have to wait until the end. But yeah, if you want to get 25% off their inks, especially this new line, which isn't available anywhere else yet that I'm aware of. Editing Manda here. I just wanted to say that the inks are now available in retail locations all over the world. I know Pen Chalet has gotten them in, or will be getting them in soon. I think Van Ness will be getting them in soon, but also some locations in the UK. So some of my overseas friends can now get these inks too. So yay! Very exciting. My coupon code is only good at Van Dieman's directly, however, but I'm very excited for you to get these inks. I'm aware of. Yeah, you are entitled to do that. So I'll give the coupon code at the end, but I'll also throw it down in the description box. So thank you, Peter and Belinda, for offering this awesome deal for not only me, but also to share with all of my viewers. You're amazing. The code will be active. I'll give all the details, but the code will be active for a week, and yeah, you can get whatever ink you want if you choose to. No pressure, no nothing. Yeah, I don't get anything out of it. It's just a deal for you guys. And yeah, so Also with this order, I placed an order for Van Dieman's Tassie Seasons Black Truffle. I have been using this in my Wingsung 3003, which is my friendo pen, and I've been loving the combination. I've used up the sample that I had, and since I was there, I just threw this in my cart. But really what we're going to focus on today is the new Underwater series, so I'm very excited. Oh shoot, I didn't grab my coloring. Well, I'll do that. We'll swatch the inks. It's towards the end of the day. The mail came late today. So, yeah. So the Underwater inks, I'm just kind of pulling this. Sort of from memory. They have, this line is, it's introducing some high saturation inks, which looks like there's some sheen and stuff from the little swatches that they have. There's some shimmers. Yeah, but there's 16 inks in this line. This bottle size, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I got a 50 ml bottle of this one because it was the one that I was dying over. And so, yeah, but I got 30 ml bottles of everything else. And, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get going. Yeah, so the Underwater series features underwater creatures, and I'm assuming that are local to the area. Kind of, well, that's not all creatures, but it's just Tasmania's an island. They're surrounded by water. Australia is an island, also surrounded by water. There's all kinds of stuff there. So yeah, so I just think this is a cool series, and I'm really excited to get to try these inks. So I wanted to show you a bottle. This is the 30 ml bottle. The 50 ml bottle is the same but bigger. So it has a label. So on the label on the side, so on the back, just Van Dieman's fountain pen ink in several languages, the size of ink, and all kinds of measurements. So 30 ml 30 cc or 1.01 ounces, or 50 ml 50 cc 1.7 ounces. And yeah, and then on the side here you have the front of the box, but on the left side here you have a little swatch, which is on their website as well, a little swatch, and then what the name of the ink, and then also a swatch and the name of the ink. This is the same whether it's the 50 ml or the 30 ml. It's just a larger box. The 30 ml bottles are currently these cool ones, so that's exciting. And then the 50 ml bottles look like this. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this ink. I'm so excited about this ink. This is the one that I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. This is 80s 90s tastic child right here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is the one I have 50 mils of, and oh my gosh, I can't wait. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open these. We have a Royal Starfish. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and open these, and then I'll go through the ink names. here's all of our baby bottles of ink. They're beautiful, beautiful babies. So I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. Have I told you I'm excited? So this one, the one that I want, I didn't even tell you what it is. It's called Moon Jellyfish. It's freaking perfect. Okay, then we have a Royal Starfish, which this does not look like it is. I don't think the box says if it's a high saturation one or if it's a shimmer one. It does not appear to, so I'm gonna have to probably pull up their website real fast so I have that in front of me. But if it's not a shimmer, they have 9 highly saturated. I don't know if it's not a shimmer, it makes it a highly saturated. I'm gonna have to pull that up. But anyway, we have Seashell, which looks like a shimmer. We have Sea Turtle, Sunken Treasure. Oh, cool. Sunken Treasure was another one that I was like really intrigued by. I'm sorry, that was really loud. Neptune's Necklace, Ghost Ship, which is one I know that lots of people seem to be really excited about. Fire Coral, Deep Sea Diver. Oh, that looks like there's shimmer in that one. Sea Urchin, Bioluminescence, and the color is right here. I don't know if you can. Ew, there's glitter in this one too. Abyss, which I think is supposed to be a really black. Ooh, Parrotfish. Looks like there's like some purple glitter in there, maybe some teal with some purple glitter. I think Daisy over at Ink, is it Ink and Daisies? I think she changed her name. Did she change her name? I don't remember. Her like channel name? I don't remember. Ink and Daisies. I'll link her. She did a swatch of Parrotfish and a couple of others, I think. I don't remember what the other one was. Maybe it was Sea Turtle. Sea Dragon. Look at that in the bottle. Twilight Zone. And then Blue Ringed Octopus. And one thing I don't know if you noticed, the Van Diemen's Underwater, like that, on these labels is the same as the color swatch on the side of the box. Here's Blue Ringed Octopus. Here's the box. You can see the swatch is like the color for that. So cool. Such a cool detail. Okay. Okay. Okay, I went to go get my Van Diemen's ring because I have all my Van Diemen's inks because I have all of them. I have them all on their own ring. And I just wanted to show you Black Truffle. It's kind of this really dark, like blackish brown. Yeah, it was a gift from my dear Creepy Nibs. And yeah, I love using it in the pen that they sent me. And yeah, that's why I bought a bottle of it. So anyway, so there's that. And I'm going to do something a little crazy. I don't think we're going to do comparisons in this video. I might have to do a separate video with comparisons because I want to not only swatch the inks, I want to be able to do writing samples with all these inks. So my plan is to ink up 1,000 pens, of which I have sitting over here in a box. So yeah, so we're going to swatch the inks. I'm going to ink it up and we'll do a little writing sample because I just want to. That's what I want to do. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know how long this is going to take. This might take a while. I might do the writing sample portion separately. I might just do the swatches. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll start here. We'll start here. And I'm going to grab, this is Sea Urchin. And I have their website sitting right here. So we're going to just go see what Sea Urchin says. A dark magenta appearing black in all but the lightest applications with an extreme green sheen that shows up on almost any paper or any material at all for that matter. So this is one of the highly saturated ones. So very exciting. So I'm going to kind of shake it up a little bit. Alright, so we're going to start with Sea Urchin. And I'm going to grab a pen. I'm just going to pick at random, but this actually kind of goes. The one pen that I wanted to put this ink in still needs to be cleaned out, so I'm just gonna have to put this in something. Okay. I guess do I even really need to do the gloss dip pen? Like, is that a waste of time if I'm just gonna ink the pen? Kind of. Okay, kind of. So we're just gonna ink the pen. We're just gonna ink the pen. And then I'll do the swatch. God, this is gonna take forever. This is probably a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. I don't care if I get a full fill because it's 10 days before 30 inks 30 days. I just want to get enough to play with. Oh, I don't think I got any at all. There. Like I said, I don't care if it's a full fill. I just want enough to be able to play with it. So this is from Dieman's, and this is Underwater You can see the sheen already. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch some ink. You don't really need to mix up sheening inks, but I'm just gonna kind of incorporate it. Ooh, that's very pretty. That's very, very dark. Nice. I'm gonna add a little bit more just to be extra since it's supposed to be super sheeny. Okay, so we'll let it do its magic over in the drying station. So that is Sea Urchin. Okay, next up we have Twilight Zone, which according to their website is another one of the high saturation inks. This is a blue, it looks like, with a red shimmer. It doesn't describe it, but that's what the, not shimmer, sheen. It's a blue, it looks like it's a blue with like really hot pink or dark red sheen. Should be pretty. Let's grab a pen. I'm gonna grab apparently a Lamy in blue. I swear to God I'm not doing this on purpose. This is an extra fine nib, so this will be interesting to see. So this is, sorry that it's kind of, I should do these writing samples at the end. I just don't want to have to open the bottles 800 times. But this way you get to see the inks in a variety of nib sizes. Definitely some sheen. Oh, that Sea Urchin definitely has some green sheen going on. It reminds me of Vaudeville, except Vaudeville, I think the purple is a little more purpley. Oops. And it's still drying, but it's like a violet. It almost looks like it's violet sheen. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. I didn't do the scribble on the other one. I'll have to fix that. So there's what that looks like. Still drying, so you can't really see the sheen just yet. I'm sure it will make itself known. Oops. Very pretty. It'll be interesting to see how these behave as high sheeners compared to some of the other well-known high sheening inks. And I am going to add extra because extra. Again, we'll need to let this dry before we really see what it does, but it's very cool. Okay. Next up we have, what do we have? Bioluminescence, which this one looks like it has shimmer in it. High saturation and shimmer. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Okay. Okay, Van Dieman, I see you. Here is a, I think this is a Model 20. Yeah, Franklin Christoph Model 20 in Candy Stone. I think I have a medium nib on this one. Yeah, I have a medium nib. You can't see it because it's... So the cool thing about the Model 20, if you've never seen, is it's a snap cap, sort of. It's not like a twist cap. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is from Van Dieman's. This is which one is it? Bioluminescence. I dotted the wrong spot. Very cool. Does it have a description? Oh, it kind of reminds me a little bit, looking at the swatch on their website, it reminds me a little bit of Galaxy Twinkle from, oh, this is what it looks like on my finger, from Birmingham. Very cool. Okay, let's do our little writing sample. Sorry, these are kind of like tilted. It's just, I don't want to have to, oops. Alright. It's only 20 I have, and this is a medium nib. Obviously it's still drying, so it's not gonna, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, cool. I should have like thought out the order I wanted to do these in instead of just randomly going, but that's fine. It's fine. Kind of reminds me a little of Nebula Space Kitty, but I feel like it's gonna have, it seems like since it's highly saturated, it's probably gonna have more like sheen and stuff. But again, the swatch on the website reminds me of Galactic Twinkle a little bit. So we'll see what happens when this does its thing. I missed a spot. I don't care. I don't see sheen right now, so just seeing the glitter and the background color, it really, really, really reminds me of Nebula Space Kitty. But it's not done drying yet, so we will reserve judgment until that happens. We have, next up, we have, I'm just going to grab, we have Deep Sea Diver, which looks like it has some glitter in it. So, sheen, Deep Sea Diver. Let's see. Dark gray brown with bronze shimmer. Ooh, yes. Yes. We know I love the bronzy shimmer and the brown and the whatnot. Based on Who on a Midwinter Festival. So, yes, very excited about this. So we're going to use our trusty Twisby Go. It's feeling a little unloved after April. This is what it looks like on the paper towel. So we'll do our little bitty writing sample. These are all very dark, so I don't know how they're coming out on camera just now. Van Dieman's Deep Sea Diver. medium nib on this Frisbee Go. It looks like that also has some shading, which is interesting. So we have shading, and is this shimmer? This is just shimmer, so it's not a highly saturated one. So we have some shimmer and some shading, and it's beautiful. And yes, is this, oh my gosh, is this black truffle with shimmer in it? Because I will die. I will absolutely freaking die if that's what this is. Okay. So I got this from Van Dieman's. This is the Underwater series, and this is Deep Sea Diver. So my introduction to Van Dieman's, in case you're new here, was actually last June. Well, I mean, I'd seen their inks on Instagram. Like, people were like excited about a lot of them. Especially like, I want to say like the Midnight series and stuff like that. Like, people, and like Black Tongue Spider Orchid, of course. Like, that's like the freaking best one. I feel like people were really excited about them, like on Instagram, and I was like, where the heck do you get these things? And I was worried about ordering from Australia or from Tasmania. And I'm not shy of like ordering international, but it was like kind of like, oh, how long is it going to take? Do I really like, So I kind of waited, and then they started showing up. They were at Pen Chalet, but I think I didn't get it until it was at Van Ness Pens. I love this. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, I'm zoomed like all the way in. Ugh. Oh my god. Is this black truffle with freaking shimmer? Because I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die if this is. And if it's not, don't tell me it's not, because I don't want to know. Oh, I just put way too much ink on there. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put some more on there. There. But I was introduced because my friend Melissa sent me a little inky care package last June for Pen Friend Appreciation Month, and can we just take a moment to like appreciate Melissa? She's gonna hate this, I'm sorry, but I adore you, and you're amazing, and I'm so happy that I know you, and you're freaking awesome, and thank you for starting this obsession. My obsession with Van Dieman's is all Melissa's fault. So let's thank Melissa for that. Okay, but I didn't do my little scribble here. And that is not a good scribble, but we're just going to go with it. I forgot I wanted to do the chromatography. So we're just going to swatch these because it's after 5 and I don't know how long. This is how long I have. Or maybe nobody cares about chromatography. Maybe I'll just wait. If you want to see the chromatography, let me know, and then we'll do some chromatography. Because I don't want to waste everybody's time if nobody cares. So, yeah. So you let me know in the comments. Do you want to see chromatography? If you want to see chromatography, we'll do chromatography. But I'm just going to focus on swatching these inks so we can all see them and appreciate their beauty and gorgeousness. Okay? Okay. Alright, so this one is going to be a Sea Dragon, which according to their website is, it's not a highly saturated ink, and it's not a shimmer ink. It's just a pretty bright lime neon green that is going to go with moon jellyfish with a lot. I don't think I have a pen that goes with that though. So we're just going to, we're going to put it in this one. My Rod and Galaxy, because why the hell not? Why not? Why not put Sea Dragon? Look at this green though. Look at this green though. Why not put Sea Dragon in Galaxy Pen? We have underwater, we have space, we've got it all covered. From the sea to the sky. This is my Pilot Vanishing Point, the Rod and Galaxy. I got it before the price hike, so I actually got like a decent price for it. I'm gonna have to wait. Oh no, I don't have to wait. Okay. So I got this from Van Dieman's. Oh, this is way more legible than I thought it would be. Underwater series, unless I just didn't clean this pen out very well. Oh, it reminds me of Dieman Meadow. Sea Dragon. Oh, speaking of Melissa, this would go great with that pen you posted not too long ago. Okay. I love that I'm shopping for inks for other people's pens. Oh, I guess I should show this to you. Van Dieman's. Oh, I really like this a lot. I was expecting this to be like so neon based on the swatch on the website. Excuse me. And even on the, on the bottle. We'll see what the swatch does though, however. I'm going to try to get this in a clean spot where nothing will interfere with it. It does look a little more neon now that I'm swatching it, so I wonder if my pen just needed to be cleaned a little more. Either way, freaking love. Freaking love. I'm gonna bust out the dip pen. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I must have had a little residual ink in there from the last time I filled that vanishing point. Even though it all came out clear, either way, I still love this ink. The swatch is more what I was expecting than the writing, so I don't think the writing is to be believed. I'm actually gonna write next to it. So what have y'all been watching on TV? I've been watching like nothing because I just am obsessed with Twitch. Watching people dip pen. Okay, we'll see what the dip pen looks like once it dries. For anybody curious, I didn't really see any like highlighter action, kind of like, yeah, no, not really any highlighter reaction, because I know that a few people will wonder about that. It's a very bright ink, but it does not do that weird highlight neon thing that Gunpowder Tea from Birmingham does. So this is Van Dieman's Sea Dragon. I really like that. The wrong version and the right version. It's a nice spot of brightness in these dark inks that we've been swatching, so I'm very happy. I'm pleased. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm just going to grab this one. What do we have? Neptune's Necklace. This looks like it's maybe a brown or an orange or a bronze of some kind, or like maybe a gold. Let's go look. I have no idea. Neptune's Necklace. It's kind of like an orangey color, maybe? Olive green bronzed honey color. Oh, it's a deeper version of peanut brittle from Harvest. Okay, cool. Okay, that's neat. Alright, I like peanut butter from peanut brittle from Harvest. That was like the one I was most intrigued about in that whole series. So, oh, that's exciting. Okay, cool. So we'll have to compare that. This is just a regular ink. It's not a highly saturated ink, and it's not a shimmer. Here's what it looks like in the cap. Very reminiscent of peanut brittle. Put this in my Lamy Studio. Because that's what I have sitting here. Now that reminds me, I have pens sitting over there that I also wanted to include in this that I did not grab. But I like how like gold and blue look together, so go. Let's go. Oh, this is a warm, comforting color. This is an extra fine nib. Neptune's. Neptune's necklace. On their website, they have these inks in alphabetical order. So, can you see? Kind of. Sorry for the angle. I just don't want to keep moving the camera. I should have just done the writing samples at the end, but... Salami Studio with an extra fine nib. Yeah, so I grabbed like 12 pens to bring over here, but there's like 16 inks in the collection, so I'm like, I might as well just freaking get 4 more pens and then ink them all up. And then I'm going to have to run them all out of ink in the next 10 days, because of course I do. 30 inks, 30 days is coming now, you guys. Everybody. Yeah, so who is anybody planning on participating? I know we had a lot of first timers last month that made videos and stuff, and may have decided that it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but I think it's fun work. My only level of stress is that work is actually kind of busy, and because I've had to like work at work. But I think by the time June rolls around, that will be. I'm kind of oh, cool. Oh, neat. Oh, neat. That looks really cool on the paper towel. Okay. Yeah. So after. But, ooh, parrotfish. I remember seeing this on Daisy's channel, and I thought it was really pretty. So, yeah, so anyway, I keep going off on tangents. We're gonna do this in, I'm gonna do this in my TWSBI Eco Purple. So I'm gonna shake this up again, and we're going to go back to our pen. Ooh, This is my TWSBI Eco with the 1.1 stub. This was a gift from my dear, wonderful friend. Oh, this is what it looks like on paper towel. That's sick. Okay. Let's get... This is what it looks like in the pen. Oh my god. Oh my god, I should put the pink in this one. I'm going to put the pink in a different one. That's fine. Okay. And this is parrotfish. I don't know if any of the shimmer transferred into that. Oh yeah, it has to dry. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let's do a writing sample. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Van Dieman's, I'm sorry. I'm just very excited. Okay. Parrotfish. I love this color. TWSBI Eco 1.1 stub. So cool. It's so cool. Look at it. It looks sick in this pen. I'm so glad I put it in this pen. Okay. The shimmer seems like it's kind of subtle, but we'll see what it looks like in a swatch. Loading it up. Tons of ink on here. I really like this color. little worried that shimmer's kind of doing that dirty thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Parrotfish. So cool. I'm fascinated. Okay. All right, what do we have next? We have Ghost Ship. Oh, I didn't look up parrotfish to see what the website said about parrotfish. What does it say about parrotfish? One of the most colorful fish imaginable that live in our oceans. It was inspired for this bright bubbly ink. It's perfect turquoise base color with a vibrant purple shimmer. So yeah, that's it. That's an accurate description, Van Dieman's. You know how to describe your very own inks. So Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship was one that people have told me that they're excited about. It's one of the high saturation ones, and it's Van Dieman's first true indigo. It's a highly saturated ink combining 2 Indian dyes to create rich, deep indigo base color with orange golden sheen on good quality papers. So, all right, we'll see. Very excited. What pen do we want to put it in? I'm like running out of pens. I'm not really running out of pens. I guess I'll put it, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in this. This is my Platinum Plaisir in the Venus Belt color. I did not pick any of these for any sort of matching opportunities. They're just pens that didn't have ink in them, so I am sorry if matchy is a thing that you enjoy and are not getting today. I mean, it's blue. There's blue in it, right? It's indigo. Okay. So, from Van Dieman's. This is Underwater series, and this is Ghost Ship. I should have probably picked a bit larger nib for this, but that's okay. It's a very pretty color. I think this is the 3, yeah, 03. It is fine. I think we'll still be able to get the sheen out of this. Maybe? Look at these swatches. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Okay, this ink kind of smells like it's pleasant, but it smells sort of like, here, sniff it. Tell me what it smells like. I don't know, it's pleasant. Like, normally I don't like inks that sort of smell, but this, I don't know, it's pleasant. It's not scented. It just, whatever the ingredients are, it smells, I don't know, it smells nice, which is odd for me to say because I don't like it when inks smell, but so it's called Indigo. It looks a little purpley here. I'm not mad about it. I mean, indigo is kind of like indigo's an interesting color. So we'll see what happens as it dries and what we get with that sheen. I'm not really seeing sheen in the writing perhaps, but yeah, not a whole lot, but we'll see also what it looks like on the other paper. Gonna probably speed up what I can. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna do Royal Starfish next. Royal Starfish is supposed to be high saturation. This ink is a bolder, deeper, more saturated version of Tasmania Vine Purple from the original series, but sporting a bright green gold sheen on good quality paper. Royal Starfish is named and designed after the bright, beautiful sea star of the same name. Okay, cool. Based on the swatch, I don't know that I will like this, but I do love Tasmania Vine Purple, so I'm not usually a fan of like neon green sheens, so on purples, I don't know what it is about it. It's not my favorite thing, but oh, this purple does look really pretty. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do, this is one of the pens I had in pieces. I know at least one person will know what that pen is, and they're going to be very excited to see it. I actually purposely cleaned it out so I could use it in this video. This is, of course, my Lamy Scala in dark violet. Okay. Again, I'm not worried about getting full fills on these because we're just doing it for the swatch cards and stuff. Obviously, I'll play with the inks on my own in my own daily writing. But we have 30 inks, 30 days coming up. And I have a medium nib on this Scala. I have been using it. I do like it. The section I think is actually kind of skinny. It's not my favorite, but as a pen, it's good. I find the grip of the Studio more comfortable because this is kind of skinny for me. But if I hold it back here, it's not too bad. Oh yeah, I do like this. I mean, I haven't seen the sheen yet, but I like the base color. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much my only gripe about this pen is the section is too skinny for me to write with for a super long time, especially being a metal pen or a metal section. I guess I don't typically like metal sections, although I do obviously love Studios and I do love this pen. But yeah, the section's a little skinny for my own personal taste, but yeah, I know this goes with the inked pens. But yeah, I have really enjoyed using that pen. I'm very happy to have it. Okay. Oh, we never did our writing sample on the paper. So let's fix that. So next to Ghost Ship definitely looks more blue, and Van Dieman's and the Royal Starfish definitely looks more purple. And the fog is rolling in. I'm not sure if it's fog or if it's actual weather. It's hard to tell because it looks the same. It's probably just fog because there's never any weather here. There's never any weather here. We don't have weather here in California. Okay. This purple is stunning. Ooh. Yes, we'll see what it looks like with the sheen, but the base color purple is freaking stunning. Pretty. Ooh, nope, come back. All right, next up we have Sunken Treasure. Oh, this is one of the ones I was also excited about. Sunken Treasure. This is a shimmer ink. It's a purple with a gold shimmer. This is not the pen I... Is it? Yeah, okay, this is the pen I guess I wanted. It's perfect because this is my mermaid pen. Ooh, I need to... I think there's like a whole lot of the shimmer is just in the cap. That's not good. Oops. That is what a wad of shimmer looks like. So we're going to throw that back in there. Okay. Okay, that's better. This turned out to be a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. That's better. Okay. Where's my pen body? Here we go. So I don't know what this is going to write like because I was messing with it, so we'll see. This is... Okay, I might need to re-ink it a little bit. Or choose a different pen. It's so windy outside right now. What is happening? It's been so windy the last few days. It sounds like the house is gonna blow over. Okay. Oh, this pen is also kind of stupid sometimes. Okay, we're gonna dip pen this because I'm running out of time and don't feel like messing with that. That pen sometimes gives me trouble, so we're just gonna do this and move on. I'll do the writing sample with the dip pen also, because I just don't want to mess with it. It's a very pretty color, even though it just looks like super dark right now. Very pretty color. Here's what it looks like on the paper towel. It's like, I don't know, stunning. Stunning! Okay. Let's go ahead and use this one. We'll shake it up some more. That shimmer looks way more, that looks way better. I got stuck in the cap, hanging out and shipping, I'm sure. Okay, Sunken Treasure. Let's go. Let's go. That's pretty. It's like a kind of a grayish sort of purple. A softened mauve color, or mauve, with a dark bronze shimmer. I love Van Dieman's bronze shimmers. Oh, I just like messed that up. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, I feel I'm gonna have to clean that cap out a little bit, but I feel better. That looks like more like Van Dieman's shimmer right there. Cool. Alrighty. So here we go. I missed an entire spot. I don't care. It's fine. It's not fine. It bothers me, but time is of the essence. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Next up, we have a sea turtle, which is one I know people are excited about. I believe it's a green with a red sheen, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go look and see what the website says. I think it's a green. Sea turtle. It's one of the high saturation ones. Yes, the highest saturation green to date, with a gorgeous red sheen appearing on almost all paper types. Slightly on the cool side, almost a verdant green, named after one of our own personally most loved ocean creatures. Oh, I did not clean the other pen that I wanted to use this in, so we're just going to my pen selections are dwindling. We're going to throw it in my Sailor Pro Gear Slim. It's a medium fine nib, so we're not going to get to see like all the cool stuff that this ink probably has to offer. But you'll get to see what it looks like in a medium fine. This ink, I don't think that you can see it because I'm losing my light, even though it's only 6 p.m. It's a really nice shade of green. I'm gonna set this off to the side so I don't have a disaster happen. And this is Van Dieman's. Oh, you can see it. Okay, that's fine. You can definitely see the green. I imagine we'll find some sheen. Okay, I feel better about that. this has a medium fine nib. And yeah, I think we'll probably get some sheen. I'm really irritated that my light is like being weird because of the fog. Although I always get worried about that, and then it looks fine when I like edit the video, so I hope I'm worrying for nothing and you will actually be able to see these nicely. This is a really pretty green. This is a very pretty green. I really like this green. I like this a whole lot. I like this one a whole lot. Okay. We have 5 inks left. I have a Japanese medium, a Japanese extra fine, a broad, and another extra fine. So we've got like extra fine nibs going on right now. What do we have? Abyss, blue ringed octopus, fire coral. Okay. So Abyss, I know that I'm going to put in the extra fine because I love having a black ink and an extra fine, but I also want to put it in another pen so we could see what it's going to do. Maybe I'll also put it in a broad nib because I just realized I brought over an extra pen and I brought over an extra pen, so that's the one that I'm going to use. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We're going to put Abyss, even though it's black and it's probably not as exciting as anything else. I'm going to put it in 2 pens because I like having black ink and an extra fine. This is supposed to be, I remember from reading their website that it's like the black is black and black that could ever black as far as Van Dieman's is concerned. It's devil black, but blacker. It has an interesting like black sheen. So let's see, this ink is based on the Abyssopelagic zone, pelagic zone, Abyssopelagic zone in the fourth oceanic zone, and is the point where the ocean floor flattens out after the continental drop. It resembles a dark, mysterious level in which all life forms take on wonderful alien-like abilities and traits. Absolutely no light reaches this region, and we have utilized a high concentration of unique Indian dye to make this our most saturated black yet. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we're going to try it in a broad nib, or do I want to try it... Oh, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Okay, what do we have left? I'm going to put this in that. And I'll put this in that. And then I'll put this... I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm just going to put it in the extra fine. And see how I feel about it. Ugh, Con 40s. Okay, there we go. This is a Pilot Kakuno. Kakuno? However you want to say it. But it's a special one that has a little kitty cat in the bottom. It's a Deco Kakuno from Eric somebody. I got it from Sugary Inks. I'll link where you can get them. I don't know if there's any available, but I can definitely link to the place where I got them. I think I took the nib out to wash it and I put it back and it's kind of weird. it's not on the grip, because this grip has a slight triangular grip, so it's like off. So I'm holding the pen weird. Looks like I might have caught some paper or something on this. Okay, so there's that. I think I'm gonna put it into my prayer. No, I'm not. No, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna have it in the extra fine. That's what we're gonna do. I've become too indecisive. I am gonna use the dip pen, however, to write the name on the card because I don't want to screw up that extra fine nib. Not that I think I'll screw it up writing on this paper, but I don't want to take any chances. Okay. Plus then you'll get to see it a little better. On the website, it looks like it kind of has like a black or like a brownish sort of sheen. Or like, you know, sometimes black sheen looks brown on black ink or whatever, but yeah. It looks like it might be a sheeny black, a black with its own black sheen. But we shall see very shortly, because I'm about to swatch it. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, look, it's black ink. I'm excited. I like a good black ink. Twisby Black is obviously my favorite black ink, but your mileage may vary. Maybe you're looking for a favorite black ink, and maybe this could be the one. It does definitely go down very black on the paper. It doesn't look like it's gonna gray out or anything like that. It looks like it's definitely gonna be a black, black, black. Okay, next up we have Fire Coral, which I'm going to throw in my Aurora duo cart because that just sounds like fun. I don't think it's a shimmer, no. Fire Coral. Fire Coral is a high saturated ink though. It's a pretty red. Let's see. Fire Coral is a venomous coral that produces a fire-like sting. The color of this coral is a very morose dark red. Van Dieman's been working on a dark red of this hue for a very long time now and achieved it by using a single specific Indian ink at extremely high concentration. This is our darkest, most saturated, most vivid dark red to date. Look at it in this bottle though, like hell yeah. I am excited for this. Here's what it looks like on a paper towel. Reminds me a little bit of Kaweco Ruby Red, perhaps. At least on the paper towel, just in my mind. I don't know that it actually compares to that, but... yeah, this video is so long. We're definitely going to have to do probably a separate comparisons. And if you do want to see chromatography, we'll do a separate chromatography. We'll do like a chromatography and comparison video. I just want to get these swatches out there, and I want you to be able to use the coupon code. So, ooh, I like this red. Underwater series, Fire Coral. Heck yes. I love deep dark reds. One moment. Okay, I had a brief interruption, but I went ahead and did the writing sample, and that's what it looks like in the writing sample. I like this red. I like this red a whole lot. Well, let's go ahead and do our swatch though. This is what it looks like in the bottle. I'm freaking in love. I didn't realize this was a red for some reason. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like a coral color. I didn't pay, like, I looked at them, but I was, like, because I was purposely trying to be good, I didn't, like, study them in depth until I needed to. Can you see that? I love this red. It kind of actually reminds me of Star Ruby a little bit. It kind of goes a little, seems like it goes a little pink sort of towards the bottom at the end, but we're gonna load it up. I like it next to that black too. I didn't do that on purpose, but I like how it turned out that way. Okay, I did get the call that I'm running out of time, but we have 3 inks left, so hopefully I'll be okay. That red though, oh my gosh, yes. Okay, let me go to, ooh, okay, cool. All right, sweet. Okay, next up we have Blue Ringed Octopus, which I know is one of those high saturated ones. Oops, that's Ghost Ship. Blue Ringed Octopus, high saturation. Okay, this is like a blue with like a hot pink sheen. Well, it says magnificent red sheen, but it looks hot pink on the thing, so on the website. So let's go ahead and what are we going to do here? I'm going to put it in this one, right? No, I want to put the other ink in that one. I'm going to put it in this one. Because my other choice is an extra fine, and I don't want to put it in extra fine, so we're going to put it in a Japanese medium. Because it's basically a Western extra fine. Just kidding. Haha. I'm so excited for the ink. So it's just high saturation. It is not a shimmer ink. The next two, I think the next two are shimmers. Is C, so C. Yes, so we have 2 shimmer. We're going to end with shimmers. This is from Van Dieman's. And this is Blue Ringed Octopus. It's one of those blues that leans a little turquoise. It reminds me a whole lot of Soda Pop Blue. I have a feeling it's going to be Soda Pop Blue with like hella sheen maybe. Although Soda Pop Blue also gets its own amount of sheen, especially once it gets saturated in a pen. So, yeah. My brushes need to be cleaned. Here we go. Yes. Oh yeah. This is totally Soda Pop Blue. Well, I mean, it's not Soda Pop Blue, but it's similar. I dig it. Automatic fan of this one. I'm feeling this one might be a little sheenier, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Shell pink is the one, or seashell, sorry, is the next one that we're going to do, which is kind of like a peachy sort of color. What does their website say? A light beige orange ink with unique orange-red shimmer, reminiscent of sparkling sunlight dancing on shells tossed in the swell of the beach. I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm going to put this in. This is originally the pen I was going to stick moon jellyfish in. Ooh, hello. We need to shake up that shimmer. Another one that has like hella shimmer. Let's see, how do we do? All right, not bad. Okay, this is definitely more reminiscent of a Van Dieman shimmer ink, so. And the package must have been upside down and it settled in shipping. Okay. Not worried about getting a full fill, because again, I'm going to need to empty these 16 pens plus the 47 other pens I have inked up, so. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, so again, this is from Van Dieman's. This is C. Shell. That's a very interesting ink. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it dries. I feel like there might have also been some water in the feed, so maybe that's part of the, or maybe this ink is just pastel like that. Really cool in this pen. I like it. It looks really cool in the writing. Okay, let's swatch it though. Let's swatch it so we can see more of it in a larger capacity. Okay, not that one. Nope, not that one. My brushes are like, I need a bath. I need like a legitimate bath, Mom. You need to take me for a bath. What about this one? How's this one doing? No, that's worse. Okay. This is interesting. It's just so light. Look at it on the card. Like the base is so pastel. It's not a bad thing. I'm just observing that it is what it is. I like it. It's an interesting color. I like it. Look at the shimmer. There's definitely shimmer in here. I forgot to do my scroll. Oh, hella shimmer. Okay. Okay, and last, but definitely most certainly not least, is the ink I'm most excited about out of this entire series. Moon Jellyfish. This pink with the shimmer. I want to read the description. I'm surprised I don't have it memorized, but yes. Let's see. This ink represents the beautiful moon jellyfish that lives in the North Atlantic Ocean where they thrive. They have a very pretty distinct color that ranges from light blue to bright pink. This ink is a true pink with both pink base color and pink tinted shimmer. I'm so excited. Okay, and because I'm so excited, we're going to put it in my new pen, the Opus 88 Jazz. I have a broad nib on this pen. It's an eyedropper. We're going to eyedropper the crap out of it. And, yeah, I'm just going to fill this freaking pen up. Ooh, this one has, okay, so their 50 ml bottles apparently come with a little stopper that I will never ever be able to get back in there. Okay. I'm going to do this without getting all the ink everywhere. Almost got it. Oh, pop. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to shake it up again because I don't want that. I want to make sure that I have as much shimmer as possible in here. This is the Opus 88, so it's an eyedropper. I probably should have put the thing down a little more. But we're just going to fill the sucker up. I'm going to have to wash that out very carefully. Okay. The excitement is real, you guys. It doesn't sound like it. I am concentrating. The threads got a little messy. That's okay. I don't care. This is what it looks like in here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to dip it so I can get it to write. Hopefully force some capillary action. And this I got from Van Dieman's. And this is so the ink that I previously had in here was a blue, and it cleaned out and was running just fine, but it looks like there might have been some residual ink left in there because that looks darker. So we're going to take our dip pen. Where'd my dip pen go? There it is. We're going to take our dip pen and we're going to do our scribble with the dip pen. Well, maybe it's not that far off. I don't know. Okay. Whatever. We'll do our swatch and we'll see what our swatch says. I'm going to shake it up again for shimmer purposes. Gotta be careful with this. It looks like this cap doesn't really maybe seal very well. I don't know, maybe you can put the stopper back in. Oh, I'm in love. In freaking love. Wonder if I can put the stopper back. Well, I'm not gonna do it on camera. We're just gonna. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay. Okay. Oh, we did not do our writing sample, so I need to do that real fast. And then we will show off the inks because I should have enough time to at least do that. I spelled opus wrong. And I'm also going to dip pen this. Yeah, it does look a little purpley. So I think there was a touch more blue even though everything ran clear. Beautimus. Beautimus. So here are our writing samples. Kind of bring it up. Van Dieman's Sea Urchin. You can definitely see that green sheen. There's that like reddish violet sheen on Twilight Zone. Bioluminescence almost looks just like, it looks like it's purple, but it's kind of a teal. Deep Sea Diver has that beautiful shimmer. I really love Deep Sea Diver. Van Dieman's Snapdragon, or sorry, Sea Dragon. Neptune's Necklace is an interesting color. Definitely not one that I would typically gravitate towards, but I'm sure that, I think that there's a lot of people out there that are going to like that color. Parrotfish has that purple shimmer. Ghost Ship. I see that it wants to sheen, however, my nib is so fine, I'm not sure that it's really, like, kind of allowed to. The Royal Starfish, also beautiful. Sunken Treasure has that beautiful bronze sheen. Sea Turtle. I hope that you can see these. We'll see the cards, though. Abyss looks black. Fire Coral. I really freaking like that. It reminds me a little bit of Dirty Red from Colorverse. Van Dieman's Blue Ringed Octopus. Lots of, I think nitrogen is a little more blue, but perhaps it's reminiscent of nitrogen. Seashell. That, I like when the light hits it, that shimmer. It's really pretty. Yeah. And then Van Dieman's Moon Jellyfish that I think is a little more purple than it's supposed to be. And here are swatches. Here. Yeah. Obviously Moon Jellyfish is still drying. So let's move this out of the way and all of our pens, and we'll take a look at our swatches, and then I can skedaddle. Okay, so we'll start with Sea Urchin because that was the very first one that we did. Ew, I'm still logged in, so I'm getting questions. Okay, and then we have Twilight Zone, which definitely has like that reddish violet sheen. Then we did Bioluminescence. Very pretty. It does not necessarily remind me so much of Galactic Twinkle. It reminds me of, it does remind me still of what the heck is it called? Space Kitty Nebula, right? Yeah, Nebula Space Kitty. I knew I had the right word, just in the wrong order. Brain part. With a little more sheen. Enjoyable. Deep Sea Diver. Oh my god, I freaking love this. Okay. Sea Dragon is the next one that we did. And then we did Neptune's Necklace. It's beautiful in the swatch. I actually prefer it in the swatch, the honey and the shading and all that. It's very beautiful. Oh, you can't see any of this, you guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Okay, yeah. Then we did parrotfish, which is this teal color with this purple shimmer. It does kind of do that, like, it does kind of look dirty, like if you don't have the light hit it just right, kind of like Ventajulia does with its shimmer. Let's see, Ghost Ship was the next one. So Ghost Ship doesn't necessarily look like the swatches on their website. To me, it looks a little more purple, and the sheen looks, it's not as orange. I think it's stunning though, so it doesn't bother me. I think it's still pretty. I don't think it looks like the swatch on their website though. Royal Starfish is basically purple with like all green sheen. I don't know if that showed up. So here. I don't know. You tell me what you think. The website swatch looks, it looks blue with like orange, and this looks kind of like purple with champagne. I'm not mad at it. I think it's a pretty color, so I'm not mad at it. Let me zoom out a little bit. Zoom out so we can see what's going on here. Next we did Sunken Treasure, which kind of looks a little gray with like this beautiful like champagne-y. I think the website said it was like purpley, but yeah, again, I think it's pretty. I'm not mad at it at all. It does not really look like the swatch on the website though, so there's that. The sea turtle is green with like a red sheen. Pretty. Van Dieman's Abyss is very, very black. It doesn't sheen as much as I thought it was going to, but it does have like a hint of a haze of well, maybe it just is all sheen. I don't know. It is a very dark ink color though. And then we had Fire Coral, which I'm freaking in love with. I love this. And then we had Blue Ringed Octopus. I'm gonna spread these out a little bit more so we can get them all in there. Blue Ringed Octopus, which is that blue with red sheen. Oops, here's where we did it. And then this is still kind of drying, but here's that shimmer. Shimmer. It's an interesting color. I really like this shimmer. Again, I think because of the color of the shimmer and the like lightness of the ink, it looks dirty. Kind of like if the light is not hitting it just right, but it's still really pretty. It's an interesting color. I like it. And then Moon Jellyfish, which the shimmer I feel like looks a little silvery when the light hits it, but maybe it's just because it's, no, it kind of actually does look pink, but yeah. Very pretty. The base color is gorgeous. It's stunning. I'm so happy. So I would say that probably the ones that seem to like not match the website the most is probably Sunken Treasure. My swatch looks a little gray. Although it kind of looks like it's like sort of bluish. It's hard to tell because I had to do it with the dip pen. So we're going to have to probably do some more writing samples. But even over here, it's kind of like this looks sort of like a bluish gray. I think the shimmer is really pretty on it. And then, what was the other one? Ghost Ship. Okay, Ghost Ship looks a little more blue here, but the sheen looks black. So I don't really know. What's going on with that. Yeah, because the swatch on the website clearly looks blue with like a rusty sort of sheen. And that's not really what I got. It doesn't bother me. I think the color that I have is pretty, but it's not what was advertised on their website, so that you might not be pleased by that. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great collection. I love a lot of the colors. I'm really excited about that one. Some of the ones that I thought were kind of like, I think people are going to really like this one. I know that people were really excited about that one. I really love that red. I was not expecting to, well, I wasn't expecting it to be red, but I wasn't expecting to love it that much. This is a black. I mean, if you're looking for a black ink, cool. I think bioluminescence is pretty neat. And I think the Twilight Zone is pretty neat if you're looking for that kind of thing. I like Sea Urchin a whole lot. I like that base color. Deep Sea Diver, though. Yo, I love this. I love this so much. I love this. Sea Dragon is... I like that one way more than I thought I would. I love the swatch of this one. Obviously, I'm going to have to play with these in pens. I don't know what the heck I got on my arm, but there's ink all over my arm. And that's pretty cool. Yeah. So here's this beautiful set. Let me zoom out. There's the mess of pens over there, but here's what you care about. Really? The swatches? Beautiful. I'm very excited. Thank you, Van Dieman's, for sharing these inks with me and sharing this discount code. Oh, the discount code. So the discount code. I totally didn't mean to save it till the very literal end, but it'll be down in the description. It runs from, I think it's, let me get the calendar up. Yes, Wednesday the 26th through Tuesday, June 1st. So Wednesday, May 26th through Tuesday, June 1st. I believe it's Tasmania local time, so check your time zones. If you wait until June 1st in America, you might miss out. So I would definitely do it in the middle somewhere. If you want to take advantage of it, the code is MandaB25, and it's good for 25% off. And I'll put the code, I'll put it up on the screen as well, and in the description. And yeah, so if you are excited about any of these inks and want to get them, it took about, I did not pay for express shipping. I think if you pay for express shipping, it's faster. It took about 3 weeks for the inks to get here, all said and done. So, yeah, and I'm in California, so I'm a little closer, so it may take a little longer to get to you. I don't know. But yeah, and I don't know where you are in the world. I know that shipping to the States, at least to me, was $20 for the regular shipping, and I think it's $35 for the express shipping. Yeah. And I don't know, that shipping cost may vary depending on how much you got. I obviously got a ton of ink, so yeah, so anyway, just check the website if you're interested. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found something that you're excited about. And yeah, if you decide to go buy something from them, please use the coupon code. I don't get anything out of it. It's just a discount for you all because I'm a super fan of their inks, and they wanted to share that with you. So thank you, Peter and Belinda, for being so generous with a coupon code for my viewers, and to all of you, if you take advantage of it. I know there's a few of you in Australia, and this may be a great deal for you. I know they just had their big sale, so if you didn't take part in that and wanted to, yeah, hopefully you enjoy the discount code. No pressure, nothing, but yeah, the inks are great. I'm a super fan. I'm gonna say that my favorite, I really like Sea Urchin. I can't wait to write with these more so I get more of a feel for them. But based on the swatches, I think Deep Sea Diver and Sea Turtle, and I really do love that Sea Dragon. This is really nice, but I wouldn't call it a favorite. This is really sick, but I wouldn't call it a favorite. I would say Deep Sea Diver, Sea Turtle, Sea Dragon, Fire Coral, Moon Jellyfish. Those are probably my top 5. Like, if I had to pick a top 5, it would probably be top 5 right there. So if you want to know what my favorites are of the whole bunch, not a single purple in the group. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I bet you can't. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you again very soon. Excuse me. Definitely at least a week or so, because 30 Inks 30 Days, Pen Friend Appreciation Month. Thank you. Speaking of Pen Friend Appreciation Month, thank you, Melissa, for introducing me to these wonderful inks. I'm so happy that I have this opportunity to share the coupon code with you and that I get to play with these fun inks. I'm really obsessed, and thank you for doing that for me. To me, or whatever. Thank you for introducing me to the inks, because this is awesome. And I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go now. This video is like 800 hours, and yeah, if you watched the whole thing, bless you, you're amazing. And if you didn't, no worries, I don't blame you. Yeah, I look forward to talking to you all again very soon, and I'm really gonna go now. Take care. Love you. Bye.